Good evening, thank you for watching, hope you are well today. Welcome back to the channel. I seen an article or a few images, shall I say, on X and online today, and it made me chuckle. And it's about Nigel Farage going up to Scotland to launch the campaign for the Hamilton by-election. And there's a couple of misconceptions that I want to go over that the left have. But first of all, let's get business in order. Ross Lammy is the candidate for Hamilton. If you want reform in Scotland, vote reform. You need the SNP out. I think we're all on the same page on that one. But Ross Lammy is your candidate for Hamilton on the 5th of June. On a side issue, Duncan Massey from the Tories and Jamie Maguire from the Labour Party also defected to reform. So it's a win-win-win in my opinion, so well done. What I would say is with the left, they seem to be labouring under the delusion that people who have money need to be taxed to the hills, which will force them to leave the country, and people who are working class, like me, need to be jealous and they need to have a bit of the green-eyed monster about them and say, well, yeah, that's not right, why have they got money? I've never felt that way. Good on them, good for them. They should keep the money, maybe spend it in the UK and boost the economy, in my opinion. Spend it in Britain, tax them less, tax all of us less, to be honest, less taxation, smaller states. But then you get the leader of the SNP, John Swinney, saying or asserting that if you use a private jet, you cannot be working class, or you cannot be for the working class. Now the thing with Nigel is he is privately educated. He was a commodities trader, I think in precious metals in the city, made a lot of money, and then he got into politics. I don't see anything wrong with that, and if he's got his own money, he's going to be less likely to be dipping into the public purse, wouldn't you say? I'd certainly think so. And John Swinney seems to forget that this private jet thing isn't a Reform UK thing or a Nigel Farage thing. The former leader of the SNP, Jimmy Cranky, Nicola Sturgeon, the Poison Dwarf, she had her own battle helicopter, did she not? When she was running things up in Scotland, or shall I say running things into the ground in Scotland, she had her own helicopter. So now, I don't actually care if Nigel Farage has a private jet, and what's your point? The point is, with people like him, and with Narinder Kaur, she's put something out as well. Similar. Can't be working class or can't be for the working class if you use a private jet. Well now, if I was a multi-millionaire, I'd still be working class, and I'd be using a private jet. So that line of thought doesn't track at all. It's all service level, and it's designed to enrage, and it's designed to get people to try and be jealous of Nigel. I'm not jealous of Nigel. I'm not jealous that he's got money and I've not got money, and I never would be. I'm more resentful of the fact that you get people like David Lammy spending, 1.2 million in private jets in just over 3 months on the public coffers. I've got more of a problem with that, to be honest. This is the problem with the left. Nobody hates the working class more than the people that are meant to be representing the working class, and that is Labour. They have disdain for their roots. They hate the working class, which is why they want to substitute us for third world migrants, in my opinion. They see no difference between the savages that commit atrocities and violence in our country that have been imported in, to me, and I take great offence to that. I take great offence to leftists telling me that I need socialism, that socialism's going to solve all my problems. No, it's not. I'll tell you what's going to solve my problems. My problems will be solved by myself in my own time. What I expect from the government, what I expect from my country, is a first shake to get on. I expect every person who's working class should be able to aspire to have their own home, run a business, make their own money and keep as much of their money as possible. Maybe contribute to the state in certain things so there is a safety net there for people that need it. However, no, I don't think resentment is in order. I think aspiration is in order. That is why I'm on the right, not the left, because I don't envy people that have money. I think to myself, Wouldn't it be nice if I had money, but I need to make it myself? Only one person can sort your own life out, and that's yourself. This is the fundamental thing with the left. They think that you want to help and can't. No, people just want a first shot. They want to be able to get a house, and they want to be able to raise their kids in a safe country that's cohesive and secure. These are just my opinions. As always, your mileage may vary. Nobody takes more from the taxpayer than the champagne socialists that suck on the tax-paying teeth and then tell you need to be angry at rich people. No, I'm not having that. Not on this channel anyway. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Vote Reform in Hamilton in Scotland. And I'll see you in the next video. You have a good evening and thank you for your time.